Illuminati default. So, default by the Forgotten Empires versus Illuminati by Aleph myself. Let's do that match now then. I have to restart my game once again. One of these AIs will move on to face Tribal in the consolidation final, or lower bracket final, I guess you could call it. Both of these AIs already having won one match in the lower bracket after losing their first match in the upper one. And Illuminati default are actually the highest seeds in the tournament, the number 1 and number 2 seed. Meeting in the lower bracket of all places. One of them will be eliminated here in 4th place. The other one will move on to face Tribal. So then, let's go back to a 1 versus 1. The first game in the match between the default AI that comes with the game versus my own beloved Illuminati. Now, I need to, because I had the civilizations of Tribal start, I need to set up Illuminati civilizations. Illuminati does not play all civs, it plays 17 civs. And I need to select them again, so it can... Oh, did I make a typo in the overlay? Let me correct that in a minute. Default, no T, indeed. There's your T. Fixed. Thank you for pointing it out. Okay, Illuminati civilizations. It plays Aztecs, it plays Bengalis, Bohemians, Burmese, Byzantines. Yes, I know all of these off the top of my head. None of these, none of these, none of these. It plays Incas, Italians, Japanese, not yet Churchians, but it will soon. Khmer, no. Koreans, Lithuanians is among Civ. Malay Malians are not quite Monk Civ, but it can be played as Monk Civs. Mayans, not yet. Portuguese, Saracens, Slavs, Spanish, and Teutons. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 17 civilizations. That is how many Illuminati plays. That is correct. Custom Civ. And who is going to take it to Tribal next match? Default versus Illuminati. Number 1 seed versus number 2 seed on FenCrazy in the 1v1. Let's go. Byzantines versus Bengalis. Now, both of these AIs. No tea, coffee instead. Okay, we have a Nomad start. Nomad start. Default has not found a place for its TC yet. They have scouted with a skirmisher as a scout. This would be a prime spot for the TC right here. Maybe it doesn't have space for a TC. We did see earlier that default was bugged in land nomad starts. Please don't tell me that it's also bugged in regular nomad starts. That would be quite disappointing. It has not placed a TC. It has scouted enough space where there could be a TC being placed. Yeah, I don't care if you're gonna rush with knights if you can't even build a fucking town center. Default, no! Don't tell me you're critically bugged on all nomad maps. You can't be serious. Look at it, Illuminati should have no such problems. I say that, it does seem to have problems. It's also critically bugged. What the hell is going on in this game? Why can they not build TCs? Okay, this villager is stuck. Yeah, it's a restart either way, because this villager is trapped. Here, we see these forests extending to the woodline. These 2 trees make this villager stuck. So I guess that's why Illuminati is unable to. And his scout is stuck as well. Oh man, this is a very bugged, unfortunately very bugged FenCrazy generation, and we will have to restart. We'll have to restart. Well then. God damn it. Map bugs. I'm not sure if that one can be fixed. I hope it can. This map is too good, but sometimes these things happen. Now we have Turks versus Incas. And we have a 1 TC start with a scout, so a normal start, a regular old-fashioned start. And looks like Illuminati is on a bit of an island here. surrounded by water, but there's almost no fish. I believe there's only 2 tiles of deep fish here. They don't have much food either. And a tiny bit of shore fish. So water should not play a role in this game. But blue is on what you would consider the mainland. And there's quite a bunch of relics over there as well. Illuminati has one relic in the back as the Incas. And is on a bit of an island of its own. So maybe also... It might run out of space, but not too bad. It has more space than the ice did last game. And food sources looks like berries more than normal. No sheep whatsoever. Of course, being Incas, Illuminati started with a llama. Both AIs going for their berries as they should. And then there's 2 boars which have more than normal food to make up for the lack of sheep. And then there's also deer, quite a lot of them with normal amounts of food. Yeah, a lot of deer actually. How many is that? Like 9 deer? One big patch of 9 deer. So, you see default already pushing its first deer in and luring its boar at the same time. No problem with that. Illuminati is going for its first boar as of this moment as well. I don't think it's found its deers. Eagle Scout still exploring. Now, Incas is a special case for Illuminati because it is one of only 2 civilizations at the moment which is not a monk civilization. Alongside Koreans, these are the 2 civs that are not monk civs that Illuminati is able to play. So Incas will not go for heavy monks, they should go for eagle warriors instead. Which is something I only added last version, which was a few days ago. I have not been able to test it really, so might be bugged. I hope it's not bugged. But Incas was already something I tested months ago, a long time ago, so it should work fine. On the other hand, Turks for default. Turks also maybe in a civilization that's quite peculiar in that it lacks the upgrades for its spearmen and skirmishers. At least it might not need it this game. Because there is almost normal amounts of food on of gold on the map. But no stone. No stone. Whatsoever. Once again. We've seen it a few times this tournament. No stone on the map. And yes, live, Illuminati will try to go for war wagons, a defensive castle with the Koreans. If there's no stone on the map, however, like this, if it was Koreans here, then it would try to go for fire lancers, I think. That's also a strategy I have implemented lately, and that is one I have not tested at all. So maybe the fire lancer strat is still bugged. I have literally never seen it. I don't know if it works. Anyway, here Incas should go for eagle warriors. And default with the Turks, we're gonna see what it does. Because we know that default can do quite a bunch of different things. There is a normal stone, indeed. Only one pile of neutral stone. That's the only stone on the map, right here. Nothing else. Okay, it looks like Illuminati has found its deer and will be pushing them in with its eagle. And it will be probably do that for a long time, because Illuminati likes its deer. It's gonna keep pushing them, and default has already pushed tons of them. There were 9 deer, I counted them earlier. So it has already pushed 7 deer. This should be its 8th deer, and it's pushing all of them. Illuminati has only now found them, and it's starting to push them as well. Yeah, that's also 9 deer. First deer coming in. It has lured both of its boars. And neither of them have found each other. Illuminati has scouted a bit more than default. That's why the score is higher. Nothing to worry about. Now, technically default could go for a dog, but it would be a mistake with that little fish on the map. And default is up to fuel age on 21 villagers. Illuminati up to fuel age on 23 villagers, a little bit later. Illuminati has the loom, and so does default. Default building a barracks in Dark Age. We saw... No, we saw Naga last match going for man-at-arms multiple times. What's Default gonna go for with the Turks in the early game? It has a barracks and getting economic upgrades. No military yet, no second building, no military building. And looks like it attacked a villager. Default is really annoying with its scouts. They have really good scout control. They pick off low HP villagers when they see them. They pick off monks as well all the time. Quite annoying, the scout. Really good scout control from Default. I've seen it in many test games. But here, not making a difference. Yet. Illuminati also up to feudal age. And Illuminati building a defensive tower, spending its stone on that. You see 94 stone still in the bank. That's because Incas get a discount on their stone buildings. Market, there will be a blacksmith following soon. Still pushing its deer from quite a ways away, so it will take some time to push them all in. But I think Illuminati should continue doing that. No reason not to. Has also 9 farms. Default only on 4 farms. Still taking the berries. There are a lot of berries, as we saw earlier. Illuminati has taken a bit more of them. And what's this villager doing? Oh, I guess I tried to go for this deer, which was kind of... Oh, no. Now the deer lore from the Illuminati is not gonna work out here behind the forest, because I don't think this deer is gonna run where it should. It's gonna get stuck there. So it looks like Illuminati scout is gonna be stuck from here on out. And the deer are not gonna be pushed in anymore. So disadvantage for Illuminati. Default was able to push all 9 of its deer, which is good for it. And it did make an archery range, making a second archery range as well, and it made archers. Did it even scout? Yeah, okay, obviously it did scout, because we saw it scout in action earlier. So it has 3 archers already. 4 archers moving forward. Blacksmith also going up, might go for fletching. No, not Polo. And not attacking. They should be attacking, but Illuminati, of course, has a defensive tower here in a good position. And is up to Castle Age. Now building its first barracks. Like I said, it will go for Eagle Warriors. And the scout has given up on the deer. These villagers are long distancing that one. But yes, Incas will go for their best unit choice, which is the Eagle Warrior as their main strategy. There's default gold here and an extra gold, even though this extra gold is also in a bad position. Might be hard to build a mining camp here for AIs at least. Second barracks going up. Also getting horse collar now. Already got the first wood upgrade. Default on the other side, making more ranged units here, archers and skirmishers. It also has fletching, and we once again see its code for the house wall. Like, this is a perfect house wall here between this forest and this forest. That's something we've seen lately from Default. It's interesting. I don't think it makes much of a difference, because it never full walls. It only like house walls half a side or something. Like, just this part of its front is walled. It does protect the gold somewhat, so it's good. Illuminati even bought stone. It bought stone for a second defensive tower, which is just in time to protect against an attack from Default. There's like 10 range units coming in here. But the towers are up in defense, but not on this side. And it has already a few Eagle Warriors. It is in Castle Age. Well, they're still Eagle Scouts. They're not upgraded. They have a single armor upgrade. What did Default just say here? Look at this chat. Illuminati might rush with eagles? That's interesting. Okay, Default. I wouldn't call it a rush. Illuminati booms. It does not rush. But okay, that's interesting chat. Second TC up from Illuminati. Workshop going up for the Mangonel, which will be needed in defense against this many archers here. But they are still in feudal age. And Default is well on the way into going up to Castle Age. It's on 40 villagers right now. No, it's actually idling its TC for the age up. 39 villagers. Illuminati 36 villagers, so a bit behind. But producing from 2 TCs if it has the food for it. And looks like Default retreated. It had most of its army intact. It was right here. where there was nothing to oppose it from Illuminati. Illuminati lost its few eagles it had. But default deciding to go back there is maybe a bad choice. It could have done more damage. Especially in this spot, if you're not under the defensive towers. You could do more damage there. Now it looks like it's going back there. And it should be up to Castle Age. Yes, it is. And also adding a stable. Probably going for Knights or Light Cav in the Castle Age as well. But now, sniping a few villagers. Oh, looks like Illuminati wants to go forward here for some buildings. Because the space is a problem. And, okay. We had a bit of a bada boom here that we missed 5 units dead. And default decided, as it says in chat, to retreat from the mangy mango. And yeah, Illuminati villagers are moving forward. They're trying to build something somewhere. I guess this mining... Oh, it's a bugged mine again. Okay. And there's some mangonauts now on defense. It is on 2 TCs, of course. So up to 47 villagers, which is now ahead of default, which has still 39, but producing again. Building a second TC as well, getting Castle Age upgrades for its archers, which are over here. And I guess Illuminati wants to build an archery range for skirmishers in defense eventually. Still no Eagle Warrior upgrade. Still focusing mostly on its economy is Illuminati. And now it could lose a lot of villagers here. Okay, two Mangonauts are here in defense. And can they take out this army? It's losing some villagers. And this Light Cav, okay, it's dodging the TC fire. But the archers are going down. Some big bada bing, bada booms. And that is default losing most of its army here against the defensive Mangonauts from Illuminati. Some more skirmishers here in the front, but 2 defensive towers will take them out as well. Illuminati has managed to defend from the aggression of default with 56 villagers now. Default still on 44. Default is on 3 TCs. Illuminati still on 2. Oh! I guess Illuminati does want to take the stone. And it's long hauling it all the way from the opposite side of the map to this bugged lumber camp. Okay, why not? It is stone. It exists. The one pile of stone that exists on the map, Illuminati has found it. And a monastery, I guess, for the relics from Illuminati. And what's default gonna go for now? Knights in Castle Age. It has 2 stables, 3 TCs. It is now booming, and it might even not just catch up, but overtake Illuminati. It's booming because it has 3 TCs, Illuminati only on 2. Still. But for now, Illuminati 62 villagers, default 57 now. So it is about to catch up. But the late game, it's gonna go to a late game. Neither of these civs are particularly bad in the late game. Turks can be really strong if they go for the correct units. Like hand cannons and light cav would be good for the Turks. And yes, definitely the mining camp distance is too small for Illuminati here. In the future, I'm gonna replace all mining camps with DOC because this happens way too often. Now, Illuminati making some more eagles. Still not upgraded any more than they were previously. And still on 2 TCs is Illuminati. Default, 3 TCs here. And yes, as was pointed out before, this map, the spacing of this map heavily favors default because there's so much land on its side. And Illuminati's space is much more cramped than default's is. So disadvantage here for Illuminati for sure on the map generation. But that's just FenCrazy. FenCrazy is random. And random things can be lucky for one AI and unlucky for another. That's just how it goes. Illuminati making a few more eagles. Second armor upgrade. And getting Scryers now as well. Still no Eagle Warrior upgrade. But it is attacking actually. Because default does not have that much military. It has knights though. And these knights should be more than adequate to defend against this. So Illuminati, I don't expect it to find any damage here. And looks like default tried to wall further, but did not wall between the gold and the shoreline. And yes, these knights have no problems dealing with these couple of eagles. And where are the mangonels going? Retreating. They're going back home. That's where you should go. Default now 81 villagers, Illuminati 78. So Default has officially overtaken Illuminati in its boom. Still building bugged mining camps is Illuminati. Which is unfortunate, of course. And I don't think it can build a mining camp on this gold either, because you can't really build mining camps here. AIs can't, at least. Humans could. AIs cannot. So bad spot here. And the knights from Default have decided to attack, and Illuminati can't defend against this. It's making some spearmen, but no pikemen upgrade yet, and mangonels are also vulnerable. They had one monk in defense, which got a conversion. And now they're diving. +2 armor, so they can dive the TC without too much problem. And doing economic damage to Illuminati. Down to 77 villagers, so it is quite far behind compared to Default. Default not yet up to Imperial Age, quite a long way from it actually. Has also Monastery, but no relics yet. Illuminati 3 monasteries, but no relics either from the looks of it. It didn't have a... Okay, there's the first relic. There it is. But the other relics are on the other side, so I don't think Illuminati can grab them easily. And Illuminati is still trying to go for the forward mining camps. Yeah, I think if Illuminati loses this, it's definitely because of the map generation. Because of everything being so far away, not enough space here, building the mining camps far away. Unlucky. And maybe it is gonna be able to snag some relics off of the mainland. Looks like no military here to pick off these monks that are going for the relics. And this mining camp will go up as well, but that's bad for Illuminati. Okay, I guess it is making pikemen, of course, as a counter unit to the knights. On the other side, Default is actually making men-at-arms as a counter unit to the eagles, and it is up to Imperial Age. Illuminati not yet up to Imperial Age, but it is making some more monks. And pikemen here should be adequate to deal with this army. They have Castle Age upgrades, and there's enough of them to take out these knights, no problem. And some conversions coming in as well. Incan knights now on the field. And Illuminati moving forward with the attack. With some battering rams as well. And monks in support. Interesting. Still obviously on infantry. We're playing Incas. We're on infantry civilizations. We're going for eagles and pikes. Why not? Monks in support as well. Illuminati 95 villagers, but not yet up to Imperial. It can click very soon though. Default is about to reach the Imperial Age, and it's... Whoa! How many stables does it have? Look at the Q8 stables, and going knight as the Turks. They get Cavalier upgrade, but I guess they could go for justify Cavaliers, but committing to Cavaliers when you're against pikemen and monks, not good. But it is now adding in the hand cannoneers as well from the archery ranges. And that is a specialty for the Turks. And those units can shred the infantry from Illuminati. Each workshop here went down. Illuminati is, funnily enough, still on the attack, but shouldn't be for much longer here. Once the Imperial Age upgrades come in for the Turks. It does not have any Imperial Age upgrades yet. Going for economy first. And Illuminati is finally up to Imperial Age. It does have a 30C. It built its 30C all the way on the stone over here. Look at that, Illuminati. 30C on the stone. So Illuminati is taking the stone. Illuminati might even be able to build a castle in time with the stone. But I think it just keeps selling the stone. Is that what I'm seeing? It's selling the stone, I believe. Because it's not banking it. Hand cannons here running to their death. The hand cannons should be a really good counter against the Incas, because mostly infantry, hand cannons counter eagles and pikes. Illuminati taking the forward gold here. Also this one And the rest is gonna run out. This one here already ran out. Extra golds. I guess this here, is this an extra gold or is this a neutral gold, I mean? But Illuminati actually on the attack now. I don't know what's happening to default. I guess it didn't get the Impure Age upgrades for its cavalry. Obviously Hussar upgrade is automatic for the Turks. But other than that, default going mostly... Okay, default has a castle? How did default get a castle? Oh, default now. Taking the stone right under Illuminati's TC, Illuminati not garrison. It doesn't know how to. So default was able to get a castle up way in the back. And once Turks run out of gold, that is a good point live. Once the Turks run out of gold, which they are doing very soon once this gold mine runs out. Without gold, Turks are not a good civ because all of their units cost gold, and the spearmen and the skirmishers can't be upgraded to the elite versions. So in the very late game, Turks are not looking good. But for now, default is already losing anyway. I guess because not making enough hand cannons or bad army control mostly, and not upgrading its cavalry. And cavalry in the first place was probably a bad choice because they got hard countered by Illuminati's pikes and monks. Hard countered the knights from default. But default has castles, unlike Illuminati. Well, it has one castle and it's building a second one, so it has trebuchets, which is a really good siege unit. Illuminati relying on the old and trusty capped ram and trying to move out for... Okay, maybe Illuminati is gonna kill itself by trying to move out for the gold here. This gold is still on the map, but it's not... Illuminati is trying to take it, but can't, because there's army around. And Illuminati now has Elite Eagle Warriors, fully upgraded, just missing the unique upgrade, because it does not have a castle, so it can't get the Fabric Shields unique tech. Was Illuminati's monastery here, or was that Default's monastery there? I think that was Illuminati built a monastery here and lost the relics there. Okay. But Illuminati can't take them yet because Default has recovered. And Hussars are getting the job done. Against the monks, against a lot of other things here. Illuminati had a lot of idle economy and is now out of gold. Completely out of gold. And Illuminati is now going for pure trash because it knows it's out of gold. Going for pikemen and skirmishers. But right now it's under attack. And 3 trebuchets from Default are actually... Well, losing its army here, the trebuchets are still up. The trebuchets could take out more buildings unless it loses them right now. Illuminati has still some Eagle Warriors left over, but these will be the last one we'll see this game. Illuminati now knowing that it's in a trash war without gold remaining on the map just this year. Illuminati will not make more gold units, just some monks to heal, I guess. But mostly it will rely on trash. And as long as Promi has gold access, it still has some gold. If it gets the job done with Elite Janissaries, it got the Elite upgrade for its Janissaries as well. Damn. This is a really strong unit as far as gold units go, and it could destroy Illuminati before it runs out of gold. Illuminati, we see a lot of villagers here idle and being pushed back. Illuminati, still no Elite Skirmisher upgrade. Still no Halberdier upgrade either. But it does have the +4 armor and +4 attack for the pikemen, but they are still getting hard countered by the Janissaries, unless the Janissaries get taken out by the Mangonel, but this Mangonel here might go down to this one Hussar, and it is indeed. So looks good for Default right now. Even though gold is out, it still has Elite Janissaries, a really strong gold unit, whereas Illuminati does not. And Illuminati is losing buildings as well. And has not much space here. It did finally get the Elite Skirmisher upgrade. But it looks like Illuminati is dead. And has no military really left. This TC going down. Here it's getting pushed as well. Yeah, it doesn't have the army to defend anymore. And looks like Default will be taking the 1v1. Yeah, nothing to answer the Elite Janissaries. Not Illuminati not able to make more military. Its economy is mostly now idle and dead. Looks like GG. Well played from Default, just barely having enough gold to make the difference before running out. the elite Janissaries were the key here, for sure. And elite Janissaries and Hussars, definitely the perfect army composition in the late game for the Turks. I can speed up the game as we're waiting for Illuminati to resign, which it should do very soon. There we go. First game goes in favor of default. There's definitely quite a bit of luck involved, I would say. The map generation heavily favoring default there. But in the end, just being able to deal with it and not bugging out, default deserved the victory, and we will be going into the 4v4 after I restart the game. 1-0 already. Illuminati has a chance to come back here. Just one more game needed for default to advance to the lower bracket final against Tribal. And in the 4v4, we should see both of these AIs at their strongest. Oh, I guess somebody raided. Raid AoE? Sent a raid my way with 7 people. I don't know who you are. I don't know why. I don't know if any of these people are still around. But we got raided. Okay. Who's raid AoE? Anyone know that? Who is that guy? Okay, game's starting. My game is starting. And I've got to set up the 4 versus 4. That is now. Default in the first 4 versus Illuminati. Default all go to team 1. Illuminati's on team 2. Default's on random civ. Illuminati on custom civ. Looks correct, yes. And let's set up the colors as well, as always. And let's jump into the 4 versus 4, the big team game on FenCrazy between default and Illuminati. We have Slavs, Franks, Burmese, Britons for default. Did I make a mistake? Yeah, I made a mistake in the setup. Because one of the Illuminatis had a Berbers, and Illuminati does not play Berbers. Why was Berbers selected here? Did I star it mistakenly? Huh? How was Illuminati Berbers? Berbers is not starred here. How was there Berbers selected for Illuminati? That's impossible. What the hell? You saw that? Let's try again. Maybe. No, it doesn't play Chinese either. Why is it bugged like this? Something is bugged with the setup of the game here. Illuminati keeps randoming into Civ that it doesn't play and shouldn't play. Like Chinese is not selected here. We just saw red randoming to Chinese, even though it doesn't play it. Here, look, it's not start, I'm on custom, I'm not on random. What the hell is happening there? There's something going on there with the game. Something weird. I'm not sure what is going on. Okay, let's try again. Okay, these are all civilizations Illuminati plays, so not bugging this time.
Hey, yeah.
And we have a land nomad start with 7 villagers, no scout, and a stable. Life says start civs are bugged where one player's start civs picks are universally used for all players.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware.
Hey, yeah.
And I set it up that way as well. And it should... It is bugged. Okay. Well, we got our game in the end. We got blue quite far forward here. It is a land nomad start, of course. An old school land nomad start, that is. You have to build your lumber camp first and collect your wood to build the TC before you can do so. And where's yellow trying to build its TC? It's lumber camp. Oh, all the way in the front here. Found a bunch of sheep. The sheep have almost 300 food, so more than normal. They started with a stable as well. And no scout. So they will have to rely on villager scouting. Let's look that nobody is bugged. Blue has a lumber camp. Green has a lumber camp. Teal has a lumber camp. Grey has a llama camp, yes. And the Illuminatis do as well, from the looks of it. Nobody critically bugged so far. Orange is much later for this llama camp. Oh, and once again, bad llama camp spot here. I guess it walked a long way to build this, and now there's gonna be a lot of traffic jam here between these wood villagers for Illuminati. And they might even build their TCs close to each other. Red's TC, yellow's TC, red's TC is already up, yellow's TC is going up right next to it, and I guess orange will also build its TC there. That's gonna be a problem for space, especially because of this crater here with the elevation. The map generated at a very high elevation, like 7 elevation. Yeah, one of the downsides of shared exploration, they all want to build in the same spot. Even purple's lumber camp is here. Oh, god damn it. This could be another crippling start for Illuminati. Yeah, the defaults have their TCs in their each to their own spot. And the Illuminatis, look at all 4 Illuminati TCs in the same spot. Very unfortunate, and that's gonna be a massive space problem for them, especially because if they can't build on these slopes here. Oh, this is a terrible start for Illuminati. I wonder how to fix that. Yeah, team together taking victory. FenCrazyThing giving us something crazy once again. As it should. You see, every default has their TC in their own spot, far away from everyone else. Blue is quite far forward here, near all 4 Illuminatis. All 4 Illuminatis build their TCs right next to each other, and they won't have any space here to build their buildings. They're quite clumped up. All 4 llama camps are also right here. Yes, DOC is the solution. It also means that the scouting might not be that good for Illuminati. Well, has what it explored from the way it got there. It is now exploring with villagers and found more sheep, but of course they're gonna be shared between all 4 players. They're gonna be stealing each other's sheep for sure as well. For default it should look a lot better. Blue has its own exploration, yeah, so does green, finding its own sheep. And teal has a lot of sheep on its own, and so does grey. And there's boars as well. The boars also have more food than usual. And I guess default is trying to go for the water. And there is a lot of fish on the map. A lot of fish. Some of them have 225, some of them have 155 food on them. And it's just barely avoiding a dock block here. Lucky for default. And building a lot of docks here, they're gonna go for the fish. And there is, yeah, a lot of fish on the map. But they're all building their docks on this body of water from the looks of it. There's multiple bodies of water as well. Now this is not blocked, they can move over here. There was one tile of coast, I believe. But still, being able to take advantage of the water, of the fish, should be good for default. Illuminati, on the other hand, like, this is gonna be painful to watch. They are being in this spot. Some of these villagers even idle because they don't have farms, I guess. And not having food sources. If they each had their own spot, then they could find more boars to lure. But right now they have to farm, and they have to farm with all of their mills in the same spot, all of their TCs in the same spot. This is so painful. And some of them are already a few villagers behind, having some idle TC time.
Presta.
Yeah then, FenCrazy. Is this fishing ship gathering or is it bugged, Grey? No, it's bugged. I guess it's trying to explore. Maybe it is dock blocked after all, I'm not sure. But this fishing ship is not getting anywhere. Or I could be trying to explore any of the other bodies of water that do not connect to here. That could also be happening. Let's see, do the Illuminatis get anywhere with this terrible start? Like, how many farms are there in total? They're shared between them. And the food sources, they were not able to get the extra berries and boar and sheep that were all the way over here. Default has gotten most of them. And the defaults are 3 of them are up to fuel age, 1 can click. 2 Illuminatis are also up to fuel age, but with the economy in this terrible of a state. Yeah, just the space. Look at how much these villagers are walking. They can't even get to the wood line because it's too clustered going far away. Yeah, goddammit. At least all of their defensive towers will be in the same place too. They are huddled together for protection. Strength in numbers, I guess. As long as the defensive towers go up here, it won't take much early damage, but in the late game it will still be hamstrung by its lack of space for a long time. Oh, goddammit. Not pretty. Oh, purple and yellow, they should be up to fuel age, right? Yeah, they are. They are both up to fuel age. And red, yeah, that they don't have enough enough farms because there's not enough farming space. It might the situation might improve in Castle Age once they build more TCs, but for now, it's terrible. We have 1 defensive tower from red. Blue. Are the defaults going for fast castles? Yes, looks like they're going for fast castles, but no buildings yet from... Okay, the stable they spawned with, it's making a blacksmith, and then blue can go up the castle age. So, green, as the Kitans, still has natural food sources, which Illuminati can only wish for. Also up the castle age. Teal can also click up with the market and blacksmith, and I keep missing the wrong player, but yeah, grey, all the defaults are up the castle age now. No, teal isn't, but it should be able to click. I guess it's researching wheelbarrow first for whatever reason. The Illuminatis, on the other hand, are any of them up the castle age? No, they are struggling with the economy as predicted. At least defensive towers up on the hill here, protecting everything. At least that's the silver lining, but it's not like default is aggressive in the early game, and in the late game those towers won't matter. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Still nobody able to click up to Castle Age. They're getting close.
Woodies.
I'm trying to build mining camps, but they can't get too many golds. Yeah, bugged mining camps, we see a lot of them. All 4 TCs in the same spot. I don't think I've ever even seen this before. All 4 in the same spot? I've seen 2 of them build them in the same spot, but not all 4. And a tower even under the TCs. So many. I don't know what to say about this. I guess the Illuminatis, 2 of them have made it up, have clicked up to Castle Age. 1 of them will be soon, assuming it was able to build the buildings. No, orange hasn't. No, red has not even been able to build a market yet. I guess it's trying to build bugged mining camps. Yeah, lots of bugged mining camps. I think it's game over already. I think it's GG. This right here. This start. Just one thing, one tiny thing can decide the game on FenCrazy. We gotta speed it up. This is heartbreaking, man. It is so stupid to even look at. Just everyone building their lumber camps and TCs in the same spot. Which is default placement, default lumber camp placement. They all went to the same spot. And I guess that's also luck. I don't know how default does it, but it did not bug out in that way. They all had their own spots. There's nothing to be done here. Like, Illuminati's already under attack. Didn't even get monasteries up. Default even rushing down Tor with its villagers. You hate to see it. This happening. Yeah, more bugged mining camps because there's no spaces to build mining camps. They can't build it here either because AIs have trouble building close to forest, close to water, and on slopes. So they can't build mining camps here either. And I think the game is already over. I mean, the Illuminatis, yeah, not even... Red has never even been able to get up to to Castle Age because it's finally been able to place a market. It was struggling for wood a long time, probably because it tried to build bugged mining camps and they have resigned already. GG, it's over. It's fucking over. Oh man, what a stupid game to watch. What a stupid game to watch. It means default wins. And it means Illuminati is eliminated in 4th place. That's what it means. Not winning any games here. Extremely unlucky start in both games. I think both of these games you could say that both of these games were decided by the start, by the map. However, it happened. Default moving on to face Tribal. In the consolidation final, only 3 AIs now left in the tournament. That's Tribal, Default, and Naga waiting for the winner of those two in the grand final. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's whatever. I'm quite disappointed by that entire series. Not just because my AI lost, but because the unfair starts that we had. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe that could be avoided. Maybe that's something I should script for in 4v4 Nomad starts. I don't know. It's not something I've ever seen before. I've tested a lot of these. This did not happen back in AOC. Why is it happening in DE now? I don't know. Should it be happening? Is it bad behavior? Changed behavior from the base game? Probably. Anyway, the outcome is here. It's final. Default moves on. Illuminati is eliminated. And that concludes our stream for today. We got in three entire matches in less than 2 hours. No, it was 2.5 hours. Okay. But we got in 3 matches. There's only 2 matches remaining before the tournament is concluded. And I won't be streaming anymore this weekend, so we'll see each other next week with Tribal versus Default deciding who goes to the grand final. I'll see you then. Peace.